Have you ever had a gut feeling about something and then found out you were right? Or maybe you felt anxious and noticed your stomach started churning almost instantly? Here's a stat that might blow your mind. About 90% of the body's serotonin, the feel-good hormone, is actually produced in the gut, not the brain. That means your digestive system has a lot more to do with your mood, your energy, and even your sleep than most of us were ever taught. In this video, I'm going to walk you through how your gut and brain are constantly communicating, why your digestive health can make or break your mental health and energy levels, and how improving your gut health could mean better moods, more stable energy, and deeper sleep. And make sure you stick around until the end because I'll share one surprising food swap that many people never consider, but it can make a huge difference in calming gut inflammation and boosting your sleep quality. Welcome to my channel. I'm Dr. Nicole Shih, PhD in natural medicine and a board-certified holistic health practitioner. Here we explore the science, spirit, and practical tools that support beauty, health, and wellness, helping you cultivate more energy, balance, and intention in everyday life. In each episode, you'll find insights, inspiration, and strategies you can apply right away to support your journey toward a healthier, more radiant you, whether I'm sharing directly with you or bringing in expert voices to add depth and perspective. The information shared on this channel is for educational and informational purposes only. It is not intended as medical advice, diagnosis, or treatment. Always consult with a qualified healthcare professional before making changes to your health or wellness practices. The views expressed by any guests are their own and do not necessarily represent those of the host. So if you've ever wondered why your stomach reacts when you're stressed, or why poor digestion leaves you drained, you're in the right place. Before we dive into the details, let's set the stage. For decades, medicine treated the brain and gut like they were two separate systems. The brain was for thinking and the gut was for digesting. But now research is showing they're deeply intertwined. Your gut is home to trillions of microbes, bacteria, fungi, even viruses, collectively called the gut microbiome. And these tiny organisms don't just sit there quietly. They create chemicals, they talk to your nervous system, and they influence how you feel physically and emotionally. Think of your gut as a command center. If it's balanced and healthy, signals travel smoothly to your brain, helping you feel calm, energized, and focused. But if it's imbalanced because of, say, too many bad bacteria or chronic inflammation, it can trigger mood swings, fatigue, and restless nights. This is why people now call the gut the second brain. Let's start with mood, because this is probably where most of us notice the connection first. Have you ever felt anxious before a big presentation and suddenly your stomach feels tight? That's your brain signaling to your gut, but it also works the other way around. Like I mentioned earlier, about 90% of serotonin is made in the gut. Serotonin is one of the key neurotransmitters that stabilizes mood and helps us feel content. Most of this gut-produced serotonin helps with digestion and doesn't travel directly to the brain. But the gut and brain are closely linked, so the serotonin in your gut can still affect your mood and emotion indirectly by sending signals to the brain through the vagus nerve. This means if your gut isn't producing or regulating serotonin properly, you're much more likely to feel anxious, irritable, or even depressed. There's also research linking gut inflammation to mental health conditions. One study found that people with depression often had imbalances in gut bacteria compared to people without depression. And while we don't yet know if fixing the gut can cure depression, it's clear the two are strongly connected. Now let's talk about energy, because who doesn't want more of it? Fatigue is one of the most common complaints people have, and your gut plays a massive role here. Here's how it works. Your gut is responsible for breaking down food and absorbing nutrients. If digestion is compromised, you're simply not getting the fuel you need, even if you're eating healthy foods. For example, if your microbiome is out of balance, you might not absorb iron properly, and low iron is a well-known cause of fatigue. Another big factor is blood sugar regulation. The gut microbiome helps manage how your body processes carbs and sugars. When things are off, your blood sugar can spike and crash, leading to those dreaded energy roller coasters. You know the feeling. You're buzzing after a muffin or coffee, but 2 hours later you're exhausted and cranky. Also, the blood sugar responses to the same foods vary dramatically among different people, depending on their gut bacteria. So 2 people could eat the same banana. One feels steady energy, the other crashes. And the gut microbiome explains why. The takeaway? If you're constantly tired, it might not just be your sleep schedule or workload. Your gut could be draining your energy by mismanaging nutrients and blood sugar. Now, let's get into sleep, because this is where things get really interesting. Good sleep is like magic for your body. It resets hormones, repairs cells, and clears waste from the brain. But if your gut health is struggling, sleep usually suffers too. Remember serotonin? Well, it's also a precursor to melatonin, the hormone that regulates sleep cycles. If your gut isn't producing enough serotonin, melatonin production can take a hit, leading to poor sleep quality. This is why people with gut dysbiosis, basically an imbalanced microbiome, are often more likely to experience insomnia and fragmented sleep. Researchers think this is partly because gut bacteria influence circadian rhythms, which are your body's natural 24-hour clock. And here's something you might have noticed yourself. When you eat late night fast food, sugary snacks, or heavy greasy meals, your sleep quality tanks. That's not just because your stomach is full. It's because your gut bacteria respond negatively, producing inflammatory chemicals that can actually interfere with sleep signals in the brain. So if you're tossing and turning at night, it could be because of what's happening inside your gut. We can't talk about the gut-brain connection without mentioning stress. Stress is like the middleman in this relationship, and it usually makes things worse. The communication highway between the gut and the brain runs through the vagus nerve. It's like a giant information cable that connects your digestive tract with your brainstem. When you're stressed, your brain sends signals down the vagus nerve that slow digestion, reduce blood flow to the gut, and change the balance of bacteria. That's why chronic stress often leads to stomach problems, things like bloating, constipation, or diarrhea, and the loop continues. Because when your gut is upset, it sends stress signals back up to the brain, worsening anxiety and tension. This vicious cycle explains why stress management is often one of the most underrated tools for gut health. Simple practices like deep breathing, meditation, or even a 10-minute walk after dinner can calm the vagus nerve, helping the gut function more smoothly. Okay, so what do we actually do with all this information? I don't believe in giving cookie cutter advice because everyone's gut is different. But here are some realistic, clinically proven steps you can try. First, feed your gut bacteria what they love. That means fiber-rich foods like vegetables, beans, whole grains, and fruits. Fiber is their fuel, and when you starve them, the good bacteria shrink and the less friendly ones can take over. Second, watch the processed foods and excess sugar. These tend to feed the wrong types of bacteria, creating more inflammation and more cravings. I'm not saying you can never have pizza or ice cream again. I'm saying notice how your body responds and aim for balance most of the time. Third, consider fermented foods like yogurt, sauerkraut, or kimchi. They deliver probiotics, which are beneficial microbes that help balance your gut. If you don't tolerate these foods, supplements can be an option, but it's best to get guidance from a healthcare provider. And finally, don't forget lifestyle. Prioritize stress management, get regular movement, and aim for consistent sleep schedules. These things sound boring, but they make a world of difference because they regulate that gut-brain feedback loop. So here's the big takeaway. Your gut isn't just about digestion. It's a powerful partner in how you think, feel, and function every single day. When you nurture your gut health, you're not just improving digestion, you're setting yourself up for more stable moods, higher energy, and deeper, more restorative sleep. Now I promised I'd share a surprising food swap. Here it is. If you're used to winding down with a glass of wine in the evenings, try swapping it out a few nights a week for a cup of tart cherry juice. Wine can disrupt your gut microbiome and wreck your sleep cycles, while tart cherries actually contain natural melatonin and polyphenols that support both gut health and sleep. Many people notice better sleep quality within a week of making this switch. All right, let's wrap this up. We covered how the gut and brain talk to each other, how gut health impacts mood, energy, and sleep, and why managing stress and diet are key to keeping that connection strong. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe for more science-backed wellness content, and share it with a friend who's been struggling with mood swings or fatigue. And let me know in the comments, have you ever noticed your digestion affecting your mood or sleep? I'd love to hear your story. Thanks for hanging out with me today, and I'll see you in the next video where we'll dive deeper into practical habits that build a healthier future.